What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back in live for some more Nordic ops. Yes, I did change the livery here. I made a slight change. I know the original thumbnail was Finnair, which is absolutely epic. I saw Finnair used to do some real-world routes between Tromso and EFRO. However, the EFRO airport is kind of mid. It's got a flat land all by itself. We're going to do that flight, maybe from EFRO back to Tromso, but I found another airport, ENRA, I believe, and definitely more juice. And I think it's a little bit shorter, so we might have time to just go there and come back. We'll do a two-legger in the SAS ATR today, and then we'll also do, but don't worry, we are going to do some Finnair ops, definitely. I love, for some reason, even though Finnair is all white and just blue, as far as livery is concerned, I actually really like their livery for some reason. It's just a billboard. Maybe it reminds me of Pan Am a little bit. I don't know, but I also have an old MD-11, like 1:100 Finnair livery that I got at the mall one time when I was a kid, and maybe that's the imprint on me. So we are going to do Finnair ops, but we're going to do a little bit more of SAS today because, I mean, this is also a great livery too. So this is our little mini Scandinavia Nordic tour. All right, so I did have to Google Nordic to see what is included in the Nordic term. Because I don't know where we're flying, so I'm just going to refer to everything as Nordic from now on. So go back to the breakfast. Got back from breakfast just in time. Tutco. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, well, just in time for a little ATR hopping. Now, I wish, has anybody figured out how to get the FT sim pack working with this airplane? The default sounds are okay, but it's way better with the FT sim. So if anyone can figure that out, that'd be awesome. But Taco Bite, first stream as a channel member, welcome on. Glad to have you on board, man. Darth Russ, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Team Vodka's here. Josh FSD, Rail, Calgro, good to see you as well. Pollock is here. Flight Sim Guy, what's up? Alexander is here as well. Jeff L, Classic Jet Sim, Walk Around Complete Dispatch called us. Equipment to swap to the F-28. Yeah, you know what? We could do some F-28 ops here as well. Migs, thank you also for the early bird special. Migs dropping an early bird special membership before the stream ever got started. So check out ENBR. There's too many to know. You'll have to put those in the Discord, Rail Cowgirl, if you can. Because I'm not going to remember all of them. I'm literally just looking around for airports that would be fun to fly into as we kind of hop around here. Now, I did see that there's I'm trying to see what other prop liners we could fly out of here. The only other thing is the Fokker, what is the F7? Or I saw some liveries for that, but I don't know. We may have to get in the Neo. We might have to fire up the fly-by-wire Neo, you know, as this little mini Nordic tour here as well. But Aviation Dude 95, good to see you. Hello from the control tower. What's up, man? Good to see you. Well, hopefully you're staying busy up there from the control tower. Welcome on board. Glad to have you in. And you fixed it. I got it. Real Calgro. Awesome. Throt Friday would never get here. Mr. Martini, it is Friday indeed. And here's the thing, guys. I want to do 2 streams today. I want to do our night flight. I have an issue with my boat, and it's driving me nuts because I'm a little bit OCD. I'm trying to figure out the small problem, and I thought I had it fixed yesterday. I did all this stuff, still not fixed, but now I have another rabbit hole to dig down to, so we'll see. I'm either going to do 2 streams, or I'm going to go try to tackle that before tomorrow. So we shall see. Saab country, I know. We need a Saab in here, Classic Jet Sim Pilot. Avro RJ would be a good one, too. Tutco, is the RJ85, do they use the RJ85? Because we haven't done an RJ85 flight in a long time either. We could fire up the old RJs. So that is an option as well. I'll have to look into that because this is all new to me. I know very little about this part of the world other than it's absolutely beautiful, and the flying here is going to be epic. So come along with me. Let's get this thing fired up and head over to wherever we're heading to. Now, look at this guy. Look at that Norwegian. That's sick. I did wind the time back because apparently it's dark like 24/7 up here. That's pretty cool. Norwegian getting it. All right, let's go to work. Let's hop into the airplane here. Now, I am a wee bit rusty, I will admit. I'm going to be a wee bit rusty with the old ATR. So let's go ahead and first and foremost, we're import the OFP to ENRA. That looks good. Let's go to aircraft and we're going to get some stuff. We'll get ground power DC, get the cargo door open. We'll open up the main door and we'll throw the service door open as well. Why not? Cool, in case we got to bring up some fresh teas and snacks, whatever they have here. If I get some fresh tea would be good, right? I spent most of my Q4 XP and Saab 340 time in Norway. Man, you know what? Q400 and Saab 340 would be epic to have in 2024, you know? I wish we could have that. Could do SAS with RJ70 or Brathens with the 85. Ooh, could do both of those. ATR equals rage quit. Well, you know what, Josh? I used to rage quit on the ATR, but I think I have educated myself a little bit more now on the ATR, and I don't think I'll rage quit today, but we'll find out here real soon. Let's get the battery switch on. Sounds are all the way up. It does this weird sound thing, so let's just step outside for a second. It's almost like it runs the engines up. I've matured, exactly. I've matured with my ATR operations. All right, everything's going to boot up here. We're going to get the ground power DC connected. With the ground power DC connected, let's get some panel lighting on, which is, we'll get a floodlight and overhead light and the MIP lights. We'll get all that stuff. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's do some fire tests. We'll work our way down the panel together. There's fire fault, fire there, and squib test. Those check. Number 2, fault, fire T-handle, and squib test check. We're going to work our way down the left-hand side here. Everything looks good. We're going to check our pumps and the associated crossfeed. Beautiful. Okay, that works. We'll go ahead and do that. And actually, we'll leave you open, right? That looks good. Dome light, it turned you up. We don't need the dome light. Standby compass light, storm light can stay off. Main cabin light, that's coming on. We'll throw on the nav light, the logo light. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. We'll keep seat belts on, no smoking off. We'll get the main oxygen supply on. Probe heaters and windshield heaters can stay off right now. It's pretty much going to take care of the overhead panel. Annunciator lights are looking good. We'll do this. I'm going to clear out some of our stuff here. We're going to clear all these, get rid of all these messages. Wonderful. That looks good. Now, ATR looks like tail strike just waiting to happen. We can put a tail stand on there, I believe, right? There you go. Look, no tail stand today as we load up. Now, this is the one airplane where I miss GSX because I liked seeing the passengers walk out to the aircraft. That was pretty cool. But no GSX, but we'll figure it out together. We'll get the magic barrel ref set. Let's come here. Let's get our FMS initialized. Initialize, pause, init. We're going to do the current GPS position, sensors init. That looks good. I'll put this one on the RMS page for radio situation. That is set over there. We're in TO. That looks good. Anti-skid. That all looks good. And we'd come over here. You could get the document door open if you wanted to. Pass documents out the door. I don't believe we need to put anything on here. This is the rotary test. We're going to skip that. Electrical, we'll keep that in emergency. Electrical indications, you can switch that to ground power. We're going to basically leave everything here. That all looks like it's in the normal position. And all white lights, TAWS, terrain, everything looks good. Reading light, console light, we can turn that up. Oh, look, we got this little light there. That's kind of cool. So that's set. That light is good to go. Come down the panel here. We got park brake. That's on. Those are feather cut off. Idle gate is set. VHF 1, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. And the ground control, we'll get that recorder on as well. Okay. Let's get ourselves an ATIS here. ATR is a far cry from the classic ATR semi-fluid AA GSX for life. Key 6, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. It's a far, yeah, I miss we need the old school ATR, man. The tan with the brown cockpits. You know, we did run that brown cockpit mod, the old school ATR, but yeah, this one is a lot more updated. One would say next gen, right? Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Hope things are well. You're back in the States yet? You're probably back in the States, right? GSX for life. Key 6 has funded about 3 GSX purchases for the channel, and I still give up, man. But you know what? I've never felt more free than I do now with not having GSX run all the time. So, speeds and bleeds. There you go, Key 6. All right, let's dial in the ATIS 2613.
00 at 4A. Visibility 10 miles or more. Light rain. Few clouds at 1,900. 2500 broken. Temperature 05. Dew point 03. QNH 1010. Ceiling 1,400 broken. Few clouds at 2,000. Landing and departing runway 18. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Anybody catch the winds? I missed the wind on that. Let me get the wind real quick.
Tromso Airport
I think I filed
November.
36.
1102 Zulu. Wind 200 at 4A.
200 at
Visibility 10 miles or more. Light rain. Few clouds.
We'll go ahead and call tower and auto respond. I'll turn you off so we can get clearance. All right, let's give him a call, see what's going on here. Chandler, thank you for the 19 months. Hope you've been well. Been well, my man. Been well. Tromso clearance. Good afternoon. Scandinavian 357. Clearance to Echo Fox Romeo Alpha, please.
Scandinavian 357, Tromso Tower, expect runway 18, Amimo 3 Bravo departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Squawk 0112.
Alright, expect runway 18, cleared via the Amima 3 Bravo departure, Amimo transition, squawk 0112, initial climb 6,000 for Scandinavian 357. Dial 6 here while we're
Scandinavian 357, read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
We'll call you back when ready for start or taxi, Scandinavian 357. Alright, so 6,000 is set. Squawk code, we're going to come over here. We'll throw that in 0112. 0112 is in standby. That looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and do some actual flight plans. So we'll go flight plan. We're going to import OFP. I already did that. I can set the flight plan or do it manually. We'll do it manually. We'll set fuel, set payload. Now what's going to happen here is we're going to get a fuel imbalance. This is a 2024 bug, but we can fix said bug
Tromso
here.
Tower, Scandinavian 4412, ILS Zulu runway 18.
Where's the system there?
Scandinavian 4412, Tromso Tower, wind 200.
I'm going to turn down the radio there. All right, so the one thing with this particular aircraft in 2024 is you'll get a fuel imbalance here when you import, but that's fine. We'll just come over here. We'll go to the fuel page. So we got 420 and 300, let's call it. So that's 120 pounds in balance. So what I want to do is I want to take 336 and 330. I'm going to get it a little bit closer. 381, 336. That gives us a total fuel of, put you in pounds real quick for me, 4,800 pounds. And SimBrief says, because we do have a long alternate, block fuel 4,000. So we're good. We got a little extra. That is fine with me. So we're going to go ahead and load an aircraft that will take care of the fuel imbalance, and we can go ahead and put that away. All right, with that away, let's go ahead and get the flight plan rocking and rolling here. So we need to go to, let's go back to the menu, FMS1, init is done, flight plan init, route, Tromso, EM, I always forget the ICAO code here. Put you over here. ENTC. Man, my eyes are, it's hard to look at this scratch pad. It looks completely different. ENTC, and we're going to ENRA. Not to be confused with MNRA. ENRA. ENRA from 2. Execute. And we're expecting runway 18. So we'll put 18, Amoeba 3 Bravo, execute. Does that come off of 18? I didn't even know it did. Actually, it was the Amoeba 4 Alpha. but that because of 1.8, it's the 3. I don't know. Something's weird there. Oh, I filed 3.6, so yeah. So 1.8, that's correct. All right, done. That looks good. Next page, after a memo, direct to Gulf Romeo. Is that an NDB? Gulf Romeo. Now, I picked this route a little bit more inland. I'm assuming it's that one. Execute. That one's probably not the right Gulf Romeo. Let's skip Gulf Romeo and we'll just let's try this. I guess it's the second one. $34 hours. We're gonna skip Gulf Romeo. All right. ENRA. We'll just throw the RNAV. All right. That looks good. It's gonna be a visual approach. All right. Flight plan is done. Let's go back to the menu here. Weights. Fuel flows are 0. That looks good. And perf init. Cruise altitude is filed. 20,000. Are we actually going to get up there? Can you take this up to 20,000? Flight level 200 is set. Alternate cruise altitude not required for right now. 3 degrees. That looks good. All right. So with that set, I'm going to come over here to the perf. And we're going to go to takeoff data, confirm takeoff data, 111, 111, 114. Trim's going to be up a lot. So 1.3 is what it wants. I always go about 2 or 3 down because the ATR does like to auto rotate in the sim. So do whatever your trim is, knock it down about 0.3. All right, and you should be good to go. Yep, the Pac-Man trim is back. Pac-Man trim is back. All right, so that is good. Takeoff data is confirmed. I'm going to go back over to the system page here for this. Let's go ahead and get the aircraft in hotel mode. Pumps are coming on, crossfeeds off. Hotel mode is going to require the wing light to be engaged. The fueling is complete, so we'll go ahead and turn on the seatbelts and no devices sign. And to get us in hotel mode, we're going to come down here. We're going to juice up the hydraulic aux pump. Hydraulic aux pump. No hydraulic aux pump. We gotta get in hotel mode, so that's off. We're in idle. Do I have to have that closed? What am I missing? Brake is on. Close guard. Start 2. No, I don't want to start 2. I want to start it with the prop brake on. I should have a ready light. I do not have a ready light. Accumulators at 3,000. Surely we don't need the other external power, do we? I just did a test on this. Oh, now it's raining. Okay, so I guess we needed the AC. That shouldn't happen. You shouldn't need AC electric for that. But see, now we got the ready light. Okay, so now we got the ready lights. Let's go ahead and put it in hotel mode. No, I don't think they fixed the bug. You just have to be very careful. I'm getting very close. We don't want to rage quit. Okay, hotel mode. We're going to go start alpha. And we are prop brake ready is on, confirmed. Let's go ahead and start 2. Wait for 10%. And we'll go into feather. Alright, hotel mode is up and running, so we can go ahead and disconnect. We can turn start aboard off. We can turn that off. That's normal. We don't need those. We'll get all these on. That's fine. This is all normal right now. Engine bleed is off because we're just running hotel mode. It's 5 degrees in here. Wow. Engine 2 bleed is on. Let's see if we can warm up the cabin here a little bit. And let's go ahead and clear all you. What is going to happen to this message? I don't know what happened there. That normally doesn't happen. Alright, cool. Normal procedures. Let's come back up one. Alright. CDLs, FMS takeoff, trims are set. Tail prop, we're going to go ahead and close all that up. So let's go ahead and close the doors. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Yeah, these are the default sounds, Josh. Now, what's crazy is the, not crazy, but the FT Sim sounds are fantastic on this thing, but I cannot get the FT Sim sounds to work in 2024. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why, because it's not made for 2024. But doors are closed, seatbelts on, beacon is coming on here. That'll leave us at the before taxi checklist. So let's go ahead and throw the beacon on. We're configured for pushback. Everything is closed up. So in that case, let's go ahead and call ready for push and start, or ready for pushback. Tower Scandinavia 357, ready for pushback and engine start.
Scandinavian 357, Tromso Tower, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback approved, face north. Scandinavian 357. Alright, Alt P. Here comes our little tug. I'm going to leave all this up for right now for our second start. So we're just waiting for pushback. And actually what we can do is go ahead and release the brakes. And we'll get out of here. FT Sim no work in 24. Man, that's a bummer. I thought Jeff Faviano, he found a workaround for the DC9, I think it was the DC9 FT Sim sounds. So it's possible, but I just don't know. There's some stuff you got to do. Because if you download, like the airplane is downloaded, so it should, we should be able to. I don't know how to turn the default pushback truck, so we're just going to go straight back here. Give us a little extra room to make the turn. Man, I can just imagine a Boris ATR sound pack. That would bring a whole new life into this airplane. Because this airplane, believe it or not, it's kind of fun to fly. Why are we getting pulled forward here? Let's go. Thank you. Alright, beacon's on. We are cleared for propeller derotation. So let's go ahead and hydraulic aux pump. There's the ready light. That's coming off. Stow that. Prop comes out of feather. Or out of hotel mode, rather. It's still feathered. And with it still in feather, let's go ahead and run you up to auto. No, you can push back in ATR. You just don't do, I don't believe you can push back with engines running in the ATR. Or was it the Q400? One of them had a limitation where no pushback with propeller rotation. Maybe that was the Q. Because the Q400 has an APU, right? Alright, so we got engine 2 up and running. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Starting on 1. Monitor NG. NH, I guess. 10%. Feather. It seems real. I mean, knock on wood, I really haven't had any bugs with it other than messing with hotel mode on the ground. Sometimes you get it in a bugged hotel mode situation. Now, what I think we can do is we can leave number 1 in feather so we don't have a lot of, well, it's contaminated. So since it's contaminated, let's just go ahead and get them both running. Alright, we got 2 engines running. We'll go ahead and put start off. High flow could come back to norm. We're going to try to warm up the cabin here. Let's go ahead and get the taxi light on. Overhead, we'll go TRU is on. That looks good. Flaps to 15. That's 1 notch. Flight controls are still locked, so let's go ahead and fix that. I'll bring out... Oops, sorry guys. Wrong. What's going on here? There we go. We'll go ahead and do our flight control check here in just a second. Alright, 2 good starts. Let's go ahead and remove the control lock. Let's turn the cabin lights off. Flight controls are free and correct. Trim is set. Let's go ahead and flip you over to the map page so we can taxi. And let's go FMS speeds. 119, 6,000 is set. Will be LNAV off the ground. So LNAV is armed and heading hold GA nav armed. There we go. That looks good. Runway heading is 18 something. Fly-by-T, what's up, man? Cruise scheduling trying to give me a trip that was supposed to go to another reservist. I called him up and was like, I got a V1 stream to catch. I can't fly that trip, and now I'm here. Hey, what's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. That's funny. Yeah, just let him know. You got a V1 stream. He ain't got time to do freaking reserve trips. All right? Well, welcome on board, man. You're just in time. We're just in time. All right, let's run the before taxi checklist. FWS prop brake is off.
All aircraft be advised. Information Oscar now current. QNH 1010.
All right, we'll update that. CDL's auto anti-icing as required. Is it required? Outside air temp is what, chat? Where is our outside air temp? It's probably on the ND somewhere. I'll look at it here. You guys tell me where it is if I can't find it. Anti-skid, perform flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on. Procedure is complete. That'll leave us for the taxi check, taxi takeoff, FGCP FMA is set, takeoff config is tested. All right, wonderful. Normal, and let's go all the way down to before takeoff. TAT is 3C. Where do you guys see the TAT? Engine page. Engine page. TAT is 3C. So, woof. Mode select as SAT less than 10C. Side windows on. Actually, we'll turn those off. Anti-icing off. Props. Should we have prop heats on? We'll do prop heats and that. If the SAT is less than 20, fast, norm for airframe, which we don't need. So would we do these over here? Would we do engine? That's less than minus 10? Oh, less than minus 10. You're right. Yeah, that's less than minus 10. We'll get the prop heats on. Leave the prop heats on. All right. Ready to taxi. I'm going to turn on the FO as well. Tromso Tower, Scandinavian 357, ready to taxi.
Scandinavian 357, runway 18, taxi via Yankee.
Runway 18, taxi via Yankee, Scandinavian 357.
I imagine we're going to have to back taxi here at some point. So, brakes released. is that a Q400 over there? Trying to turn on terrain radar will crash the WASM, so don't do it. However, if you accidentally do, enable WASM debug and demo debug fixes it. J Delta, so I actually turned on terrain mode in my test sector and it didn't crash. Are you in 2024 or Jet Delta? Because I did it on my test sector and it didn't crash, so I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't do it again, because we might need now that is a bug there. You should be able to go to beta on both engines and not lose power like that, so that is a bug. Oh, and then we lose nose wheel steering when that happens. So that is a bug. You should be able to go to beta and it wouldn't take your gens offline. Yeah, it gives a lag spike. Yeah, that's what I got too, ACG. Yeah, the sounds are definitely mid, which is really unfortunate because we flew this in 2020 with the FT Sim sound pack and it completely changes the dynamic. I mean, it sounds so much more visceral. Now the 72 is quite the pig though. It's kind of fun to fly because it's such an underperformer. Now, does Yankee go all the way down, or do we got a back taxi? I think we will do a little back taxi. But we'll go all the way down here. Zobo sounds, I know. That's the problem. It is default to Zobos. I know, Sam, in a classic 7.3. I was thinking about doing IXEG, but I can't bring myself to fly in the Nordics with X-Plane 12. It's a Hartman bird, so expect an update every 3 years. Yep. Tyson, I couldn't get it to work. Can you? Has anybody got the FT Sim to work in 2024? With the downloaded version? Because you can download the airplane, but I think the files are still corrupted, which is a pain. Even though it's downloaded, or not corrupted, they're like locked, like the sound files. So as we continue to roll away here, I'll try to drop one into beta. Bluefin, just because I don't have any scenery for it. Howdy from Nashville. What's going on, Firebird? Good to see you on board. Welcome in. Beyond ATC. Dickie, Beyond ATC. Before you leave Tromso, get the pizza. Well, depending on how long this flight takes, we may try to come back, because I want to do another approach into here. We'll get the pizza for the overnight. Then maybe tomorrow we'll do a Finnair hop to EFRO, and then... Or maybe we'll do RJ85 Finnair. Is RJ85's Finnair? No, they wouldn't do that, huh? Encrypted files, so you can't edit anything. That's why we don't have any improvement mods for default 24 airplanes. Ah, that rings a bell. That's right, Scalbird. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, here comes the end of the line. We'll do a little bit of a taxi back.
Scandinavian 357, ready to go. Runway 18.
Scandinavian 357 Tromso Tower, wind variable, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18, cleared for takeoff, Scandinavian 357.
All right, we're going to do a bit of a back taxi. Lights are coming on. Those are all set. Runway ahead. All right, don't do this while you're taxiing. Taxi takeoff, that's all good. Takeoff config is performed. Before takeoff checklist is complete. We'll clear that. I'm going to throw you over into ND. No, what's not systems? Which one do I want? ND. And then I need to go format. Oh my gosh. It's annoying. Zoom it out. Alright, ND format. Let's go weather on. WX. Weather transmit. And let's go back to the serve. We are on altitude. Ooh, MD-80 SAS to Rovaniemi? We might have to do RJ-85. Now we won't need this entire runway, so we'll just go from the threshold here. Don't tell that to the NTSB. Only one bug, SLO, and that was when I go into beta on both engines, we lose power, and then subsequently you lose nose wheel steering. Pretty good runway for freeware, I gotta give it that. Alright, we're lined up runway 18. And now we just lost everything because we apparently tripped into beta.
Terrain awareness. Test. Start. Terrain awareness.
I didn't mean
System
to do that.
Test.
Jeez.
Terrain awareness. Test complete.
Alright, now can we go? Yes, we can. Alright, we're clear for takeoff. We're ready to go. We're going to go for notch. We'll spool them up. Here we go. Notch. Get your ceiling fans rolling. Here we go. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Cross check. V1. Rotate. Nice and easy. Don't hit the tail real shallow. Gears coming up. Flying with. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, gear up, yaw damper on. IAS.
357, contact Tromso departure 123.755.
Contact Tromso departure 123.755, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, there's 1,000 feet.
Tromso, Scandinavian 357, 1,500 feet.
Scandinavian 357, Tromso departure identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, 10,000 is set. I'm not really following the flight director too much here. Wants me to go super shallow and speed up. We're going to kind of just pitch for 8 degrees. Oh, that's awesome. And clean it up, flaps up. There we go, looking for 180 or 179 in the climb out. Alright, we got an after takeoff checklist. Gears up, flaps, power management's climb, engine bleeds are on. I'll double check taxi takeoff and altimeters. Engine bleeds are on. It's really toasty in here. Well, actually, no, it's 22. That's great. That's perfect. Look at that. Look at that terrain. Zoom out the map a little bit. Why it's telling me to go left. Troll the friendly skies in a bus had no more true meaning than flying the ATR 72. It's like flying a 172. Roger that.
Expect radar vectors RNAV Alpha, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, that's all complete. What's up, Av Apollo? Loving the European flying? Heck yeah, man. Mini SAS tour this week, man. Mini Scandinavia tour. Although we just went IMC and we are icing. So let's go anti-ice. Engines. And I think you need airframe. Picking up a little bit of ice in the climb. Yeah, slow. I do remember that, but I tested it just before going live. And it actually worked. It's just a little bit of a stutter, but it does work.
8.55, Scandinavian 357.
So we're probably going to need terrain mode on for this.
Polaris Control, Scandinavian 357, crossing flight level 075 for flight level 100, direct IPTUG.
Don't forget Norway, there are real trolls.
Polaris Control identified. Climb to flight level 200.
Oh boy, that's going to be a long
Climb to
climb.
flight level 200, Scandinavian 357.
I can't see my... ND. There we go. Is flight level 200 a little bit aggressive for the 72? I don't know. Alright, flight level 200 is set. If you like my scenery of ENTC, Stick, what's going on? You should try out another on my ENSR. Ooh, Stick, that's your scenery? I love it, absolutely. I'll have to check it out. I will definitely have to check it out.
Center on 123.85.
Thank you for the fantastic freeware Tromso, man. It's great. It's absolutely beautiful. Is it Flyby Tim? I mean, I don't know for the 72. Sure, it just seems like it's gonna take forever to get up there because this thing is quite the piggy. Magic Barrel Ref is set 299R2. Actually 903. Actually, when is transition altitude out here? It's not 10.4. Maybe it's 11. Pretty straight line here. Let's engage the autopilot. We'll get the disconnect sound. Which is fake news. Alright, we're LNAV IAS. Tracking outbound.
Scandinavian 4416, Polaris Control, radar contact.
If a PA-18 can make it to 370, I know. That was pretty wild, that video. The guy had oxygen and everything, climbing all the way up to 37. Air New Zealand ATRs fly around 16 to 18. V2 plus 10, I actually don't know right now. I forgot to set it. Hopefully it's not too low. Was it too low? I may have had it back for a previous flight. I'm not running auto FPS. I normally run it between 275 and 250. Is the ATR available? It should be, right? I mean, I have it on my 2024. I didn't do anything special to get it. Why are we not? Do we need to be LNAVing to the left here? Let's see. Let's see what she does here.
Wider 27 Juliet, Polaris Control, expect Barbie 1 Mike, runway 18.
Woodrow, Polaris Control.
Expect Barbie 1 Mike, runway 18, Wider 27 Juliet.
Who's Widerow? Is that Wide Rose?
Wider 27 Juliet, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1010, Wider 27 Juliet.
That looks awesome, though. The ATR in 2024, but I think it's disabled by default. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I had to go enable it through something. Yeah, just Google it. I'm sure you'll be able to find it, because if I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out. Yeah, I had to go and enable it. It's disabled by default in your library, I believe. It almost looks like a 320 with turboprop. Yeah, that's true. Mentor pilot had an MD-11 retired instructor on his channel. He said that the MD-11 would lose rotor authority because of its smaller size, you need more speed to keep wings level. Yeah, for sure. But the thing that there was no, at least in the video we saw, there was no reason to believe the control effectiveness was a problem on the MD-11 crash. I mean, it just rolled to the left because of the impact. Like, you could see a video of it climbing out at like 100 feet. It's still relatively wings level. It just didn't have the power to climb. So there was no like slat, retract, and roll over like American 191. I don't think that was the problem. Now, the engine pylon coming off might be the problem, similar to 191, but as far as loss of control, that problem was fixed. In the video, and there's an image that you can see where number one engine is completely off. It appears the slats are still extended, so I don't think that's going to be much of an issue in terms of the NTSB. I think they're going to be looking at what's happening with engine number 2. Why don't they have the power to get airborne with 2 good engines? Wow. Is it sunrise or sunset? I can never tell. I don't even know what time I have the sim set at right now. I know I wound it back. It's at 11:40 in the afternoon. It's 11:40 in the sim right now. It could have been a compressor stall. It looks like it ingested something. It very well could have been a compressor stall. Could have ingested debris from number 1. Could have been a tail strike too. I'm sure the investigators will find out soon enough. We probably can get a little bit more juice back. We could turn off our anti-ice. We don't need any of that anymore. Yeah, we're climbing up pretty good actually here. We are climbing up pretty good. Didn't it burn the vertical stab, the fire? I don't know. I don't know. Or the horizontal stab? It could have. I mean, the thing is, they were rotated though, so it's not like they had a problem rotating, because the airplane was rotated. It clearly was in a I don't know, 5, 7, 8 degrees nose up, and it actually got airborne. They just didn't have the power to climb away. That's why I initially thought that was a tail strike. I thought they over-rotated it, hit the tail. Yeah, those videos are very hard to watch for sure, man. And I saw they released the names of the victims of flying. Super unfortunate, man. I didn't know any of them personally. I think the captain and the first officer, not the relief captain, I think they both, I thought they worked at my old regional, but I can't remember. Somebody was talking about it. But it's just, it's sickening, man. It's so sad. Something caused a left moment roll. Nah, I think that was just the impact, Tyson. Because you can see the video of it actually flying wings level. It just happens to impact and roll left. I thought that too. I thought initially they got airborne and it rolled over. I don't think that was it. I think the roll was just from the impact. Said number 2 may have been damaged from debris. Yeah, very possible. MB-11 has an auto computer response to engine to engage rudder automatically when you lose an engine. Yeah, like the auto rudder. Yeah. Tiny rudder, man. I mean, if you have less than 2 good engines after V1, I mean, that is absolute worst case scenario, right? I mean, you're doomed. There's nothing you could do from that point. It's so sad. There's just nothing you could do. go back to my flight plan here. After a Nemo oddness, can I copy that? Clear that disco. There we go, do that.
Wider 07 Quebec X-ray, Polaris control, expect radar vectors. Air Nav Zulu runway 36.
Alright, no action
Expect radar
procedure.
vectors. On Nav Zulu runway 36, wider 07 Quebec X-ray.
Alright, we're leveling here at flight level 200. Seems to be smooth. Seatbelt signs off. You may now use your cell phones.
Polaris control, wide row
22 degrees in here.
4,100 feet.
Let's see if I can get it to a perfect 75 degrees.
810 Polaris control identified.
Alright, we're going to leave it in climb for a second. I don't think it's going to make a difference here if we go to cruise. Nope, get the same juice. We'll move that over to cruise. Migs, what's up? Thank you for the 7 Canadian. Whispers quietly, London to Athens at a Starship. Exit station. London to Athens. You know, I've been itching. I've been getting a little bit of a Starship itch. I'm not even kidding. I've been getting a little bit of a Starship itch. That airplane, I still think the Starship is the most complex turboprop we have in the sim. I've been getting an itch to fly the Starship, Migs. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking. Thanks for the 7 Canadian Super Chat. Appreciate you. There's an aerial photo of a warehouse roof. Impact landing gear looks symmetrical like they were wings level. Yeah, that's what I saw. It seems three-hullers could be susceptible to wing engine issues causing subsequent damage to the tail engine, but I can't remember a situation where this happened previously. Yeah, the fact that, I mean, just the way it came off, if it was a pylon failure and the engine came up and over the wing, it's very likely that some debris entered the number 2 engine, but I mean, man, you would think that they would have tested that profusely in the design stage. But you just never know, man. A black swan event, right? There's a video where the aircraft looks to be flying stably, but it just wasn't climbing. Yeah, that's what I saw, Marcus. Because I initially thought too that it rolled over, but I don't think so. Tutco, thanks for the $5 super chat. It says, shouts loudly, London to Athens and the stairs exit stage right. So we've had 2 stage exits and 2 super chats for London to Athens. But we're not even near London. We're in the Nordics, man. London's so far away. ATR Mafia, what's up, name dropper? Flight plan import from the default tablet is working well in the Starship? Really? I might have to get a full update on the Starship because I don't think I have the latest version. Take an update on the Starship and then take her out for a spin, you know?
Contact Mouse Drone information approach 123.405, wider road 2 Whiskey Golf.
That is super juicy right there. I mean, I'm fine with you flying at Scandinavia, but Migs led, and I just want to see Starship. I know we could do a Starship Scandinavia flight in the ice and stuff. I also saw Baron. What's the change log? I need to find a change log. Baron update today? Did you guys see that? Baron Bonanza update, or was it Duke? Man, okay, so rant first. Why did we get rid of fall drinks already and we're doing Christmas drinks for coffee? Not cool. Second thing, my local coffee shop has a baklava latte, which I got today. It's their custom or their new menu. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Baron Professional update. Where is the updates? I don't see the change log here. Because after Halloween it's Christmas? No, it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. We have a whole month. Like after Thanksgiving, look, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. But we got to get through Thanksgiving first. We need at least get 2 weeks in. At least get to November 14th. At least get to November 14th. Dropping notes on that. I was looking in the Discord. I didn't see it. Somebody posted in the Discord? Yeah? Community forum. Man, I love Just Flight, but they need like a website revamp, you know? Update. Yeah, pumpkin pie stays till Thanksgiving. Amen to that, dude. Christmas season starts on December 1st. Fight me. Diabetic Lad, I won't fight you. I agree. I could go to December 1st. Okay, here we go. AJ's got it. Thanks. Alright, so new features. Winglets were toggleable, but this was only visual. Now all the relevant systems, including exterior light placement, should accompany the visual change. Beautiful. Keep in mind, aerodynamic changes cannot be made on the fly, so there will be significant inaccuracies when the toggle is selected, like the empty weight of the aircraft or the drag not reflecting these changes. Okay, so make sure you fly the proper variant if you want the actual changes, not just visual. In 24, it is now possible to step up, yes, and walk along the right wing to access the cockpit door. That is so cool. I wonder if we had anything to do with that. Very cool. Ignition position of MFL when ungauged started without its spring returning to the magneto both position. Also fixed particular event with a trigger to the starter. Alright, cool. Alright, added trim tab movement, noticeable on walkarounds. Bug fixes. Here we go. This is for the Baron. We might have to do a Baron flight after this. Ooh, do we take the ATR back, or do we take a Baron back to Tromso? Ooh, that's a good question. Fix some tablet options that we're not saving. Reciprocating engine compensation. 38 degrees.
Descent to 4,000 feet, Widero 810.
Implemented an exceptionally time-consuming workaround for 2024's windshield surface normal rendering that caused the pilot storm window to appear open from certain view angles. That's awesome. Previously, the propeller would not spring return to its fully course position in the event of a complete loss of oil pressure, such as during an engine failure. Fixed constant that decreased the engine's spool down time on the Bonanza. Received automatic starter cutoff at 45% NG. Oh, removed automatic starter cutoff. Very cool. Decreased oil temp time. Dynamic registration. Fixed exterior, aileron, and elevator stop sounds. Ooh. Slightly adjusted landing gear compression so we can have more butters. Alright, man. Some nice little bug fixes there. I like it. Alright. That'd be a question. May have to do a return in a... Oh, hold on. This is... What are we doing from the inside for you guys? That is pretty good right there. I don't know where to put the camera, chat. Too many clouds out here.
Scandinavian 4416, contact Tromso approach 123.755.
Contact Tromso approach 123.755. Scandinavian 4416.
What did we determine that Scandinavians listen to on their spare time? Take a Baron back. Everyone in retail know Christmas starts 2 minutes after Halloween is done. I've had, we do have our Christmas lights up. We do have our Christmas lights up already. Spurs Podge, thanks for the 27 months. Says, if you want to check out the F70-100, oh, I did see an update for that. But look, I can't get too excited until I see that they're available. I can't take any more updates, man. I need to see an email from Just Flight that says, hey, would you like pre-release access to F70, F100? I can't take any more update juice, man. I'll look at it, though. Is it true when you have a PPL you can fly a Cessna Citation, but not for profit? What if you take your family and friends? That is true, say Toga. You could technically fly a Citation jet with a PPL, but not for profit. That is correct. But you would also need a multi-engine rating. You'd also need a multi-engine, and depending on the Citation, you may actually need a type rating. It just depends. Now, you can fly the Citation Mustang without a type rating. You could fly the Citation Bravo you could do it at SIC without a type rating if you have the waiver. There's a few CJs you could probably fly without a type rating. Heavy metal, techno, Ramstein. All in favor of taking a bareback? Say aye. Just slap the not for hire sticker on the side. Honda Jet? Maybe. Personally, I'd prefer Bill Primo metal playlist. You'd have a hard time without insurance for proper type ratings and sim training. True. Well, yeah, insurance would be something. But I mean, you could fly like the what do those guys fly on YouTube? The Vision Jet. You don't even need a multi. You could fly the Vision Jet with a PPL for your family, as long as you have a. You don't even need an IFR light rating. You could stay below. You could fly at VFR. So I guess technically with a PPL, you could fly a Cirrus Vision Jet around for your family. It's only acceptable to have Christmas lights up before Thanksgiving if you left them up from the Christmas the previous year. I'll let you in on a little secret, chat. So the last 2 years, 3 years now, actually 3 years now, I have resulted in having someone do the Christmas lights for us. It's amazing. It's a local guy who comes out. He does a lot of houses around where we live. But you know, when your career revolves around a medical, and I know personally firsthand 3 people who have lost their medical for an extended period of time from falling off a roof or falling off a ladder doing Christmas light stuff, I decided it's probably best that I don't go up there. And it all started when we moved to Georgia. We had an extremely tall roof. I mean, that sucker, first off, I didn't have a ladder to get up there. I did you needed like a 20-footer to get to the roof. The roof situation at our Georgia house was pretty crazy. Unless I went out the window on the 2nd floor. But, yeah, so we that's when it first started. I'm going to tell you what, it's pretty amazing. I got a spam call from Arlington Heights, Illinois, huh? Okay. Need to wrap your boat in fishing pole and Christmas lights. Now, let's see if I have where's that picture? I had a picture of the Airbus cockpit with Christmas lights. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This might take a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. I got to search by years. I may have posted it in the Discord a long time ago. I think this would be 2023. Nope. I think it was 2022, perhaps. Man, it wasn't even that. When was it? It was actually really cool. $2021? Surely it wasn't 2020, chat. Was it 2020? I'm determined to find it now. I'm determined.
Have a good day. Contact Sweden, control 118, decimal 0, Nordic 374. Have a good day.
I just saw it the other day. It came up in my memories. Yep, I don't know where it is. Oh well. Lost forever. Can't find it. I remember I visited an A380 cockpit around Christmas, and when they put the lights test on, said, "Here's our Christmas lights." There you go. Oh, Tutco. Yeah, I don't use Google Photos though. The wife does. Why do airliners not get built with ejection seats? Because they want the pilots invested just as much as the passengers.
Widero 27 Juliet, contact Tromso, approach 123.755.
Contact Tromso approach 123.755. Widero
Man, that
27
looks like
Juliet.
some good snowboarding down there. I'm still low key looking for this picture. We're at flight level 200. I'm gonna find this picture, chat. I think it was 2023. No. Lost forever. When you're flying from the U.S. to Dubai and stop in London for fuel, do you pay for the fuel, or are there payments? Other payments you can play? It just depends. What do you mean, like at an airliner, dude? Airliners, pilots don't pay for fuel, man. The airline pays for fuel. Airline handles all that. They have contracts. Basically, it's a big credit card. At least in the U.S., they have credit cards on file, essentially. That's like there's stories of when Pan Am was closing shop and guys were trading their watches and doing whatever they could to have them fill it up so they could get back to where they wanted to go. But the fuelers didn't want to fuel because they weren't going to get paid for it. How high from the ATR fly? During my radio telephone test, they had us in the ATR at 370. That's pretty high up. I don't know the service ceiling of the ATR. Injection seats. Thanks for flying with us. See ya. Ejecto-ceto, cuz. Ejecto-ceto.
Scandinavian 357, turn left, heading 060.
Should we listen to them? 25,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 060, Scandinavian 357.
Should we actually listen to him? Turn left, heading 060. Left turn 060. No. No, we're not going to fly 060. I'll tell you what, I'll set up for a downwind. I'll give you heading 190. How about that? Heading 190. Yeah, 25,000 is service ceiling. Golly, it's beautiful out here, man. Maybe I need to come to Scandinavia. Gonna get banned from beyond ATC? I sure hope not. Left is 060. Can you just make a 180, please? 59 months, Benny, my goodness me. Thank you for the support for almost 60 whole months. What is that, 5 years? Loving the site, Captain. Happy Friday. Benny, happy Friday to you, my friend. Welcome on board. Thank you for the support all these years. Glad you're enjoying a little ATR ops, my man. Little ATR ops. Yes, Benny, there is a sound mod, and it's actually really, really good, but I cannot get it to work. I don't think anybody can get it to work in 2024. The sound mod for the ATR in 2020 is great. I loved it so much, we ended up doing like an ATR for a whole month. Streaming ATR. Left Inverno. That's like when you fly any airline other than American into DFW. It's like, yeah, could you just make a left turn 180 and go back where you came from? I have an American to get in for you here. Or like when you're flying into Atlanta in any airline other than Delta. We're like, yeah, Scandinavian, I'm going to need you to make a left 270 and just go back to where you came from. We got a Delta 737 that needs to land.
Moonflower 9977. Contact Tromso, approach 123.755.
Good fishing down there, Logo Lights? For real? There's good fishing in Scandinavia?
Moonflower 9977.
Man. I thought I watched a documentary one year about, I can't remember, it was off the coast of one of these countries up here, where they found, they tracked like the oldest shark in history. It was a, what kind of shark was it? Maybe one of you know, but it was like hundreds of years old, and they say it's been alive because the waters are so cold year round. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That'd be pretty cool. When will the flight be from Lauderdale to LAX? Bell 429. I was gonna do that tonight. The Greenland shark. Okay, maybe that was that was Greenland. Yeah, Greenland shark. Maybe it wasn't in the Nordics. It was Greenland. Well, actually, Greenland is Greenland considered part of the Nordics? I don't know. I wanted to know if the ATR comes with an Air New Zealand livery. It doesn't come with one, but you can download. There's a bunch of Air New Zealand liveries that you can download. A Greenland is the species. Okay. Greenland shark. I'm pretty sure it was off the coast of like Norway or something. Alright, we probably are gonna need terrain mode. I don't know. So this RNAV approach has a fix that looks like we can go direct to. Not really. RAF 501, DTO, RAF 501, execute.
Wideroo 6 Juliet Mike, Polaris Control, expect radar vectors.
Execute nav. We're in a Boeing.
Expect radar vectors on Yankee runway 03.
Douglas, what's up, man? Is this real life? I mean, I don't know. That turn does. That turn looks like real life.
Alpha 07, contact Andoya, approach 118.
I mean, we're in. Look at that. Scandinavian commercial, ATR. Yeah, fermented shark. Yeah, yeah. I think I was I saw that too. Now that's a view. That's a view right there. I should probably get a chart out for this approach, huh? Let's open the stutter chart sim here. ENRA, and if we look at see how it stutters when I'm loading all this stuff. Uh-oh. IFR. RNP Alpha. And we're going to 502. Actually, this is all wrong. I don't even have this chart. I should have taken it from... Uh-oh. We have a problem. JT Osvedo, thank you for the $90 super chat. Goodness me, my man. The $90 super chat. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Says, hey, man, I know this is going to sound weird, but you truly saved my life. I was in a really dark place, and the thing that got me to stay here with y'all was the fact that you streamed that day. Of course, it's more complicated than that, but truly thanks, V1. My goodness, JT. Well, I mean, that is absolutely just monumental for you to share that with us, man. Thank you so much for that, and hey, I'm glad you're here with us, man. That's powerful. Thank you for the $90 super chat. If you ever need to talk to someone, man, there's a lot of people in the Discord. There's a lot of people in the chat. There's a lot of subs on the channel that I'm sure we can find someone to talk to, man. So we appreciate it. Thank you for the love, and cheers. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, man. Thank you, JT. We get some positive rates for JT in chat, please. Let's get some positive rates for JT. Much better now off than I was. Excellent, man. That's good to hear. You're in a good place now. Amen to that, Marcus. Yeah, JT, you're in a good place now, my man. When you're in approach, you only get the clearance to land, but what if it's a big airport? How do you know to turn left, right, to vacate the runway? You got to know before you land where you're going to go, say Toga. You want to know before you land which way you're going, for sure.
Radar vectors are nav Yankee runway 03, ready for descent, Widerøe 6 Juliet Mike.
Widerøe 6 Juliet Mike, Bronnøy landing runway 03.
Bronnøy, landing runway 03, Widerøe 6 Juliet Mike.
Widerøe 6 Juliet Mike, contact Bronnøy information approach 119.605.
Odd nose. I want to go direct to odd nose. There we go. We're going to go direct to odd nose. That'll set us up. We'll go direct to odd nose, then we can shoot the approach in here to Mo I Rana, Norway. And let's take a look at the taxi chart. So we got 1-3 and 3-1. The weather is calm. It's only 2,800 feet, so we got to keep an eye on that as well. 2,800. So I want to see if this approach, RNAV, RNP Alpha, kind of brings us and then circle to 1-3, I guess, or we can make that left turn right in there? Or circling lights. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to 502 and circle around like that. The minimum is 2160. Touchdown zone is 230 feet. We're going direct to odd nose. We don't have to do the PT. We should do the PT, but we'll see what it looks like. It looks like it's just drawing a straight line. But we probably need to start down. Odd nose at... Let's go ahead and descend. Let's go ahead and request lower. Let's call ready for descent.
Scandinavian 357, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Scandinavian 357, Roswell landing runway 13.
All right.
Roswell landing runway 13, Scandinavian 357.
Scandinavian 357, QNH 101 for expect radar vectors for RNAV Alpha.
QNH 101 for expect radar vectors for RNAV Alpha, Scandinavian 357.
Scandinavian 357, descend to 3,100 feet, QNH 1014.
That seems a little aggressive, but we'll... Whoa.
Descend to 3,100 feet, QNH 1014, Scandinavian 357.
I'm going to set 10,000. And we're going to go vertical speed. And we're just going to nose it down to vertical speed here. This is beyond ATC, beyond ATC. Yeah, AJ's got it right, JT. If you need to talk to someone, reach out to us in Discord, man. The beauty of the hobby is shared interest is the grace you could find in others who share passion. Best of luck to you, and glad you're doing well. Amen to that, Reaper. 2,700 feet more than you with Microsoft braking. Actually, Vodka, in 2024, it's much better. In 2024, it is actually much better for this particular airplane. I don't know if that's a bug or intended, but it actually brakes less efficiently in 24 than it does in 2020. Alright, as we continue to descend in vertical speed mode, we'll notice that our speed's going to come up, but we may have to pull some power off. We'll see. We're 62 miles from odd nose. If we wanted to cross odd nose at 4, 18 minus 4 is 14, 28, 34. Yeah, so we're well ahead of the game. We can actually back that vertical speed off just a hair. Let's do about 800 feet per minute. Procedure menu, scroll down, normal procedures. Let's do a descent check. FWS or recall. Landing elevation check. FMS nav perf check. DH, MDA, which it's a visual approach. There's really nothing to set. Let me stutter sim here real quick. Oh, this song, didn't this song just play? 2160, 1200 feet above the ground for B. Circle to land. Circle to land is 1210, 1230. Let's take the conservative one. See if we can't scroll this up to 1230. Actually, that was the DH. What's the 1460 on the MDA? Yeah, VNAV path will work. It works, but there's really no VNAV for this. We're just kind of, we're getting vectored in for a visual approach, and I don't want to be left high with beyond ATC. And I'm not sure what the terrain's going to look like out here, so I'm pretty sure 3,100 is below minimum vectoring altitude in this particular vicinity. Jeez. AJ Funari, man, thanks for the $5 super chat. No matter how bad things are, just remember that you're not a Dallas Cowboys or New York Jets fan. Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? Hey, look, it's actually a really good week to be a Jets and Cowboys fan, which is a very rare combo. But we got rid of Ahmed Gardner, who is the most overrated defensive back in the National Football League that I've ever witnessed in my life, and we got 2 #1 picks for him. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a steal. I mean, totally fleeced the Colts on that one. And then Quinnen Williams, who I love. I think Quinnen Williams is a great D tackle. Sad to see him go, but extremely happy to see him come to Dallas. So it's a win-win all the way around, man. It's all the way around. Turk in the U.S. gifting a sub, my man. Thanks for the gifted membership, Turk. Received, let's see, Chaser FPV. You get a membership from the most negative fan of Microsoft Flight Sim in the chat. So hopefully you can turn it around. Thank you, Turk. Appreciate you, man. Turk, did you end up flying the level up last night, by the way? Did you end up flying it? Did you see how it felt? Or did your X-Plane 12 just search for files for 6 hours? Bo Browning, thanks for approving the trade, man. I need that Cleveland defense. I hope the Jets put up 40 points this week against Cleveland. That's not going to happen, dude. Listen, one thing I know about the Jets is somehow, out of some miracle, we won the week before the bye. They're not going to win 2 in a row. I promise you. Now, watch them not get any sacks and the defense be completely just slaughtered. But let's just hope that it's tough for me because I have Breece Hall and Wilson, so I want the offense to do good. I just don't want them to score points. You didn't fly it. It was searching for files. So you just alt F4 it. Turk. Dang, dude. I was very curious because I don't know if it's the Bruno or not, but Brock Bowers, the GOAT. Bills Mafia. Dude, that scrub got like, what, 3 points for you last night? And then when you play me, he's got an all-time record high of 500 points. Unbelievable. I'm never playing fantasy football with you guys again. Any team that plays me has a record. They have like a record high breakout game. It's unbelievable. Who am I playing this week? I'm playing Ben Johnson. Which one are you and him? All right, let's go to work. We're getting ready to start our descent here. Future Vibes, also kind of a vibe. All right, we're descending down at a 14. Should we turn on the terrain radar and risking it here? Hey, sweetie pie. Hold on, I got my kids are here. Hold on. Hold on, be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My little girl came in and surprised me. I guess the wife went and got a little cookie. She wanted to bring me a cookie, so. Alright, we are getting high, so let's go ahead and bring some power back. Let's go ahead and set a lower altitude. And let's go ahead and select IAS in the descent. And let's go manual speed target of 220. We'll get below the VNAV path here. Wow, look at this, though. Look at that. That looks like we're going to hit the ground there. We're getting high in that kind of stream. Vodka probably already is. Oh my goodness. Look at the... Is that like blowing snow off the mountains? Is that just haze? I had the kids grocery shopping by the time they were 8. I know, that's the plan. That is the plan. Did we have to hit outsell on this? No, this isn't an ATR. Or a Q400, rather. We'll level here. Alright, so it is 3,100. See, I hate to see it. It shouldn't do that. So vertical speed. I'm going to shallow it out, and we're going to set 3,100 because we got to clear this terrain here. 3,100 is set. We're just going to trickle down. Wow, we got to get down in the valley here. Migs, thank you for the 13 Canadian, man. Appreciate you. Massive super chat says, if anyone ever finds themselves in a dark place, just send me a message and we'll figure out where the light switch is located. Amen. On a serious note, I love the community. Hey, Migs, thank you so much, man, for all your support over the years. Really appreciate that. I know you've been a member and supporter a long time. Absolutely right. Migs is absolutely right, man. We can have our differences. We can all troll each other in the Discord and in fantasy football and argue about Sims, but at the end of the day, we're all passionate about the same thing. So that's what makes this community great, man. Absolutely. A slight temperature inversion, perhaps. Yeah, vodka leaves a lot of extra time to go do other stuff while they're shopping. I know. All right, we're 15 miles out, 8, 3, 5, 10, 15, so we're pretty much right on the path. I think we cleared that mountain, so we'll continue to descend. I do want to slow down a little bit here. Let's bug 200 for the speed, because we also got to make a 110-degree turn here. This looks incredible. Did I see the new space flight sim re-entry? No, I have not. I never got into space sims, you know? I don't know why. I've never had an interest in space simulation. Maybe because it seemed like it was so unattainable, real world, that I just never got it. I don't know. It's soupy, Migs. It is soupy down here. GA Nordic group flight. Yeah, we're gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get my VPN up so I can run another burger, and we'll do a Nordic group flight. I wonder what the controllers are like out here. Are the controllers friendly in Nordic land? Because right now, Colombia still wins for the most friendly controllers to be one nation. Bring some power off here. Get our cams up. Alright, approach or descent to FWS landing elevation, FS nav. That's all set. That looks good. Takeoff data, engine data. Arrival briefing is completed. Before landing, cabin crew. We'll go ahead and seat them. We'll leave the no electric devices off so you can take videos. Our last foray into mountain ops creation was in the MD-80. That went well. That's true. That's true. That is so awesome. Fog like this is icy, isn't it? Fog is definitely visible moisture. You are correct. Outside air temp is 3C, so we are susceptible to it. Alright, here comes the turn, allegedly. We'll see if she navs in the turn here. We're going to keep coming back on the speeds. It's going to make the turn, allegedly. This is going to get a little spicy, guys. I have a feeling this is going to get a little bit too spicy. Let me get the flight recorder ready. I may take it into heading mode here. We'll see. She seems to be doing an alright job. Just the default FMS prediction is a little wonky. Tyson, really? Your wife's sister and fiance live down here? That is incredible, dude. Is the wedding out here? Am I invited? Are you invited? I'll go. I want to see. I want to see what this looks like out here in the real world. This is nuts. Okay, I'm definitely a little bit sussed out about our current situation. Because we cannot see anything. We're supposed to circle for 1-3. I don't see anything. 501, 3100, and then descend to MDA after that down to 1460. $1,500 is set. We'll round up. Get our lights on. Oh, we never shut them off. Nice. Magic Barrel Ref 290907 is set. Let's slow down. Let's just slow down to like 160, guys, so you can see what's going on here. Power's coming back. I can't see anything. Any voice in an aircraft carrier around here? Get ready finish select heading mode because I think it's okay. No, it's tracking to the left. Let's start the recording in case we fly into a mountain. It'd be kind of funny. All right, recording is set. I got hiccups now. That's not good. We're slowing down. Flaps 15. We cannot see anything. Great. There is terrain radar, but I'm scared to turn it on because it freezes us in for 15 minutes. We're on a published approach path, so if we can see something down here by minimums, which is another 500 feet, so I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. At this point, we're practically doing live stream for Blanco Lirio. Yep, we are. This is not good, guys. I need to turn on weather radar. I need to go nav page, serve page, nav page. No, where is it? Map page, database. No. Chat, how do I get the 130 knots is button? Get more power. We don't want to stall it. I need terrain radar on, chat. Nav. Overlay terrain. Stand by for stutter. It's okay, it's going to stutter, but it's going to come on. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's scary. So that looks like there's yellow there. The red is above us. Where is the airport? Guys. We're gonna have to go to our alternate. Oh, frames go to 0 with the train on. Frames are at 0 FPS. Let's go ahead and select heading mode. I mean, we're only 1,000 feet above the ground, and I can't see anything. We gotta go mist. We have to go mist. We have no option. Mist approach is don't go mist, pretty much. Set 1,000. I'm gonna just creep down a little bit here. There's nothing there. I mean, there is nothing. There's nothing there, Chad. This is how you die. This is, yeah, we're going around. I even left the power management and climb, or cruise. Let's clean it up. Alright, we're going to get rid of terrain mode because it is really heavy on the frames. Okay, so that is good. Now we can see where we're going. Let's clean this thing up here. IAS will keep climbing up here. Let's go to 5,500. That'll keep us where we can see. Flaps are coming up. We got to figure this out. Yeah, where was ATC on that one? ATC left the chat, said no tower services available. That's what ATC said. So we're on our own. How's our fuel? I'm glad we brought a little bit extra. 3,000, 2650 on board. About an hour of fuel. So let's go ahead and slow down a tad. Don't need to be ripping it. What I'm going to do is I want to go direct to the field. Field is ER and A. I want to fly over the top of it. We're not done burying yet. Not in database. I don't want to go to the mist. I want to go. I guess I gotta do a new flight plan. ERNA is not ENRA. Oh. Oh, now we really screwed it up. No, it won't let you go direct. It won't let you go direct to an airport. Heading towards some I just want a new flight plan. All I want is a new I just want a oh my gosh, I just want a new flight plan, a new route. Turn us around, Chief. We're not giving up yet. What's our alternate? Our alternate was far from here. I gotta have a backup plan. Our alternate was ENBO. Is that Bordeaux? Bordeaux. ENBO. Alternate gas burn is, hold on, I gotta look at my flight plan. How much do we need to get to ENBO? 684 pounds. So let's call it 700 pounds. We need 700 pounds, 800 pounds to get to ENBO, absolute minimum. So we're gonna fly back towards ENRA. know it's runway 13, right? DTO, DTO, straighten the line out here. Okay. Put terrain back on. It seems to not be as problematic. We're gonna figure this out. Can we divert to Honolulu? Gosh, I hate how it does that. Vertical speed. Is that a river? We might fly a river, is what we might do. Heading sink. We might try to join a river. We need to descend down, but I need to populate some of this terrain. I want to populate the terrain over the field here. Let's make sure everything else is done. We'll get flaps, power management. I'm going to put you to TO in case we got to punch out again. External lights are set. Okay, cool. Power's coming back. This is just kind of an exploratory pass here. There's the airport, right off the river. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go over the field. I'm going to do a spiraling over here. We're going to spiral over this lake. And we're going to get down to 50 feet AGL, and we're going to land this sucker. Barry's not diverting yet. I am determined. Let's keep trickling down. So we're over the field now. Wow, it is. Yeah, we can't see anything. Heading select to the left. This is going to require some serious Barry flying here. Let's update the altimeter. How much water do we have here? Not a whole lot. Autopilot's off, flight director's off. Power's coming back. Stand by the FMAs. I want to see if I can break out here. At what altitude we can break out over the water. I just want to see what altitude we can break out over the water without actually going into the water. You see there's terrain on both sides, rapidly rising. – 1,500 feet. We're going to break out in the water. Seeing a lot of red out there. Through 1,000 feet. This is not optimal. Coming through 600. We should have just gone to FRO.
500.
What's that? Oh, landing gear not down. Jeez, scared me. I know. I just need to see what
Terrain
altitude.
ahead.
I know.
Terrain ahead.
I know. We got time. I can't. Can we see? Can
Terrain
you guys
ahead.
see?
200. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. 100.
We're 100 feet. There's no way. No, we're cooked. Go
30.
around. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. All the way up. All the power. Man. Up we go. There's a lot of red. There's a lot of red there, guys. We gotta go to our alternate. There's no way. There's no way we can land there. It's like 50 feet. I can barely see water. Notch, notch. Yeah, we heard 30. Yeah, we definitely heard 30. You heard 30. 100% you heard 30. Alright, turn you off. No terrain, back to weather only. We gotta reconfigure this air. The airplane thought we freaking landed. Alright. We're gonna establish the airplane here. Maintain positive control of the airplane, right? Let's go IAS. Climb thrust. Autopilot engage. IAS climb. It's going to level off here until we get to 170. IAS climb. Notch. Are we in? We're not a notch. What's going on here? There we go. Notch, notch. Why is number 1 lagging? We got icing problems going on here. Head northeast. I know, I like it. That's where we're going. Northeast to our alternate. Well, that might be a first. Have we ever had a divert out of necessity in this channel? Yeah. AJ Fernari, Blanco Lirio here from the Nordic HQ. Breaking news. And then Migs, the $7 super chat as well. I really enjoyed the views on the exploratory pass. Yeah, that was suboptimal exploratory pass. I'll tell you what, that was not what I was anticipating. All right, let's go to our alternate. Fuel check. 2300. We got plenty of gas, so to our alternate. To the alternate we shall go. My goodness. Alright. Taxi light, those are coming off. That's off. What's our alternate? ENBO? Won't let me do that. Destination, just like an Airbus. I don't know what approach that is. We're just going to get going that direction. Alright, we've got 60 miles. Let's climb up a little bit more. Alright, 10,000. We're going to Ripto for the ILS on this approach here. Well, I guess I could stop the recording. I'm gonna save it though as Nordic Explorer. So we'll do the replay in clear skies to see what it looks like. But let's just get going this direction. Redirect us to Ripto. Hello, everyone flying in my country, man. Sanders. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, your country didn't want me to land at my destination, so away we go. Just flying around in freezing fog. I'm pretty sure we were at 30 feet there, and we saw absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. That might, yeah, Migs, I think that was the worst visibility we've ever seen on approach. I totally agree, 100%. Barry, take the wheel. That was the worst visibility I've ever seen on approach in Flight Sim. At least in 2024. There was no way we were getting in on that. But now we got to figure out what's going on here at our alternate. So, where is our ENBO? What's the weather doing here? 090 at 10, so probably land on 7, right? Is that what we got? 10-9 page, what are we looking at? Yeah, we'll land on runway 07 ILS Zulu 7. And what's the fix that we're at? Ripto. We're going direct to Ripto, no PT. I like it. So Rippo, 110.3 and 072. Where do we tune this stuff in at? The RMS page. RMS. Nav. Where's VHF? Nav. 110.3. 110.3. We'll leave number 2 in auto. We're going to proceed to the alternate. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, easy there, beyond ATC. Ladies and gentlemen, from Flightbox, unfortunately, we've got a little change of plans here due to some limited visibility. We're going to have to proceed to our alternate event, though. We tried to do a couple exploratory passes there, and it just wasn't going to work out. So, if you're a little bit frustrated with this, just know that you were 30 feet from the water, and we still couldn't see anything. So, you should just be thankful that you're alive. We're going to continue the diversion. Be on the ground here about 15 minutes. Thanks for your patience. Scattered cloud 600. Yeah, we got an ILS though. That's the thing. Straight in ILS, much better. Scandinavian, be advised, Granite class cumulonimbus at 30 miles. We're not tangling with Odin's anvils today. Odin's anvils. Yeah. Yep. Can I do a diversion? I'm going to see if she'll talk to me. Center Scandinavian 357 request destination change. Echo November Bravo Oscar. Migs, for sure. We're going to definitely do that.
Scandinavian 357 destination changes are not supported at this time. Unable.
Oh, how dare you? Roger that. What would you like us to do for Scandinavian 357?
Scandinavian 357, I'm not equipped to provide travel advice. Perhaps consider an East Fjord tour.
Affirmative. Can we get radar vectors to the fjords? Did she just say consider a nice fjord tour?
Scandinavian 357 radar vectors to the fjords are not supported at this time. Unable.
Well, you're not very helpful today, are you?
Scandinavian 357, I aim to assist within my limitations. Think of me as a very focused air traffic controller.
You're about as focused as ours that aren't getting paid for the last 2 months.
Scandinavian 357, that's quite the predicament. Let's hope for a swift resolution both in the skies and on the ground.
I cannot believe this. Beyond ATC is good. I just had a conversation with an AI air traffic controller. What the hell is going on? All right. We're 37. Yeah, that's good. That's good one, Jade. And control, are you single by any chance?
Scandinavian 357, I'm dedicated to air traffic control. Relationships are a bit outside my flight plan.
So you don't want to go out later then, is that what you're telling me?
Scandinavian 357, my schedule is fully booked with air traffic. No dinner dates in the flight plan.
Roger that, Scandinavian 357, thank you. My goodness me. Big thanks for the super chat, Scandinavian number fjord 2. Number for you to call. Altitudes are outside of my flight plan capabilities unable. I have a Fjord operator number. Thank you, Biggs. This is unbelievable. All right, I've been rejected. I've reminded myself of the was the Breeze Airways guy that tried to ask out that one controller. It didn't work out. All right. Thank you, Mick, for the super chat. Miss V1 didn't enter the chat, did she? No, she's good. All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was actually pretty funny. That was a pretty funny conversation we had going on there with the AI controller. All right, we're 5 minutes out. I guess we'll go ahead and start trickling down for our descent. I want to go right over some of these mountains too. Let's set 7th out. A little bit of a vertical speed. We'll trickle on down. 500 feet per minute. Bring a little power off. Down we go. What leg will you miss the most from your former operator? Go home leg, man. Go home leg. You'll get a number to call, but not the number you want. That's true. What would happen in real life if you asked ATC to go out with you? Just Google or YouTube Breeze pilot asks out air traffic controller, and you'll get an answer. Who needs VATSIM when you've got a sassy Scandinavian AI? That's true, Migs. That is very true. I think Scandinavians might be my type. I wonder if my wife is part Scandinavian. Doesn't count. Your new operator will have plenty of those. True. Hopefully. Yes, I did, Tyson. Yeah, I did. Gone on my way to Minneapolis. Embarrassing. But I wasn't supposed to. It wasn't supposed to key the mic. It was a hot mic. But that's what happens when you mess around. When you joke too much and then you accidentally key the mic or it's stuck and then you get in trouble.
Polaris Control Nordic 370, flight level 370.
Any builds dropped in Honolulu. I saw that, dude. I saw that.
Polaris Control identified.
How hard was the Breeze Captain pushing him to ask? Well, Classic Jets Input, we don't know if it was... I mean, it's got to be the FO, right? But what if it wasn't? What if it was the captain and he just got shut down? I mean, because if I was the captain, I would have been extremely cringe. I would have I would have blocked his transmission on purpose. Because that's too cringe, man. I can't be doing that. It wasn't even smooth. Like, he was like stepping on other people and trying to have her switch frequency. Like, if you're gonna shoot your shot, I mean, at least be, you know, in the prone position, dialed in. That dude was just sprinting. No, I think they were at cruise, Tudco. They were in cruise. But she was extremely, I mean, she was busy. She was talking to, like, everybody every 3 seconds. And that's cringe, man. The prone position. Yeah, he tried to get her to switch frequency. So, like, Ascron on, yeah, it was weird, man.
370, Polaris Control, expect Bellevue 1 Mike, runway 18.
Expect Bellevue 1 Mike, runway 18.
It was a piss poor water attempt. It was, AJ. I can just hear the captain. Nah, man, go ahead. I do it if I... Yeah, I mean, listen. It's very possible. Very possible he had something to do with it. All right, it's 2,000 for the initial there. We'll set 2,000 at or above. 2,000 at or above is set. We're vertical speeding down 10 miles out. We need to lose 6, 12, 18. We need to pick this up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and bring speed back to 170. Power's coming back. Idle, idle. Down we go. Sim sounds are coming back up. I've never been to this airport, so let's go ahead and make sure everything works out just fine. I don't... CPDLC, maybe he could have, like, sent a message. I don't know if they have CPDLC. I don't know if they have it. But theoretically, you could have, right? Like, in a spare message, which probably would have been the way to go, but... But then it's in writing, so that's also the problem. I'd almost rather do it over the frequency, because if you do it in CPDLC, it's in writing. That's not good. The sun never got above the horizon line. Did you see that? Like, it's setting already. Third divorce captain looking ready for love. That's what his profile would read. Barry wouldn't have asked her out. His wife's already fired. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, in the movie, dude. Yeah. It's winter. The sun is always setting. I mean, this is no wonder Vodka likes flying out here because it's basically yellow the whole time. I mean, this is the equivalent of yellow sim. You just, if you fly the Nordics right now in the wintertime, it's yellow on yellow and blue hour, which blue hour is awesome. Yeah, I saw that JT on the, I've seen that go around a couple of different times, that ACARS message. People are like, oh, that's so amazing. I'm just like, that is depressing as hell. You telling me you couldn't get off work to see your child born? Like, what kind of slave driver are you flying for? Or why didn't you just call out sick? You know, unless it was like an unexpected, I could see that too, or, you know, a super unexpected childbirth, but I don't know. It sounded like everything was pretty normal, so. Block a cheddar captain. I've heard of the walk of shame, but not the flight of shame. 100%, dude.
Nordic 370, that'll be 1 Mike, runway 18.
NTSB press conference 3 Eastern. Right on, it is Mafia. I'll have to take a listen, see if there's any updates. That is true. Babies are on their own schedule. That is true. Oh, we're bombing down to 2,000 feet. Can I go to the ILS? Dial this in. Final approach course 072 degrees. .072 is set. And let's go ahead and arm the approach. Like light slope bleu. And we're slowing on down. Flaps 15, right? 160? Yep. Lights are coming back on, and we got to get a replay up for the second time. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll leave that set as that is. Recording is on for the second attempt here to our alternate, where I've never been to. How far is that, Tutko? How far is it to Endu from here? Give us a little better intercept here. We'll start the turn early, 030. We're slowing down. Is there 2 flap settings before the gear? I think so. All right, localizer is captured. Runway's inside. Oh, beautiful. Let's hand fly. Autopilot's coming on. We'll just stand by the all the things there. Gear's coming down. Let's hand fly this beautiful approach here. Alright, approach checklist is complete. Runway's in sight. Zach, you missed a lot. Yeah, you missed a whole lot, man. So much for the return leg. We're cooked now. We're out of time. Alright, coming through 2,000. Gear is down. Flaps full. Flaps are full. Right on speed. We're looking real good. I mean, this thing flies like I would imagine like a Cessna Caravan. It's just a bus, man. A bus with boat motors. Oh yeah, power management to TO. Thank you. In case we have to go around again. $142 nautical miles. In a Baron. I don't see. I don't have the updated bearing. I'd have to go. I have to close the sim, relaunch the sim. Maybe our next flight will be that. Speed. Are we that? Oh yeah, I guess because we have icing AOA on. Can I get rid of that if I turn this off? Or does it stay with you the whole flight? That stays with you the whole flight, okay. So we're basically coming in nose down.
Approaching minimum.
Insight, landing.
Minimum.
Push the ice AOA light. Oh, okay, it resets it. All right, cool. I don't know if you would you actually do that though, because you may not know if you still have ice out there. Like on the Embraers back when I flew them, if you got ice, you had ice stall protection, ice speeds the whole flight. Now I heard their software that if you are above a certain temperature, it'll actually go away now. You don't have to land with stall protection ice speeds. But say you took off out of Chicago and go to Phoenix and you got just a trace of ice in the climb out, and then you're landing in Phoenix when it's 100 degrees, you would have to land with ice speeds. But I think they got that fixed. I don't know. I wonder how that operates on the ATR. Yeah, we need to get flying with Magnar in chat for that question. So stable, man. Yeah, they're pretty terrible for icing, and that's true, Prodigist. And actually, that's why American Eagle pushed them all to San Juan after that ATR crash in Chicago. Whole lot different approaching 110 knots than it is 140. I guess we'll exit left up there. Dang, this thing stops so quick. I should have just gone into beta, not even reverse. Alright, lock them up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your alternate. Alright, let's clean her up. That was stressful. That was a lot more stressful than I had anticipated. Welcome to Bodo. Feather 2. Now, the question is, we can't shut them down or else it'll be completely botched in the replay. So we'll just taxi up over here and we'll go into replay mode. Cue the angry passenger noises from the back. I feel like I should be able to taxi a little bit better on one engine. Give me a little bit more. Bodo, same as Tromso. Boda. Boda. Alright, Boda. Bada. Body odor. How do you make that little symbol, the Boda symbol on the keyboard? I tried to do that in my YouTube thumbnail, or my title of the stream, actually. Yeah, Prodigist. Yeah, they will. I'm pretty sure they'll hotel number 2 before they come into the spot. Like, I've seen Silver, rest in peace. I've seen Silver Airways in Tampa. They'll roll up with number 2 in hotel mode, like already locked, and just roll in on 1, kill 1, and then they start unplaning. Or unplaning? Wow. I just said unplaning. Alright, so we're here, but I can't shut them down because I really want to watch these replays. So let's bring it out of feather. Let's end beyond ATC. Diversion detected. Yes. Here is our... Oh, this is kind of funny. On the vertical stream. Our takeoff, our route of flight, our first attempt. Oh, yeah, there was no way we were going to... There's no way we were going to see that. Did a little loop-de-loo, tried to descend over the lake, didn't see anything, punched out, went back northeast. We landed at 83 feet per minute. 83 feet per minute. Alright. Let me save this replay. Bodo landing. And then we're going to go back, we're going to watch the go-around first. So I'm going to save this one. And now we're going to load the Nordic Explorer replay. This ought to be interesting. Let me pause it, run it forward. Oh, so now we should have just held. So this was the approach.
Approaching minimum.
This is what's cool about this replay tool. So this is the approach right now that we flew. But now we just a little bit of real weather. It's changed, right? So, would we have been able to see the airport right now if we flew this as is? We could see a heck of a lot more. I don't really know. I think their airport's over here somewhere. Oh, I think that's the airport right there. Maybe? We started to turn. I'm gonna pause it, wind it forward. So this was us in the go around. No visual of Bodo. Alright, so we went forward. We did this. And we resumed. Now this is, we're going back directly to the field. Alright, so right now... Yeah, I never saw it. Yeah, that approach had us go, I think, through this valley, like left to right here. And I just we never would have seen it. There it is. We flew over it. We needed way more visibility, or I would have needed at least a practice approach. The gear went up for this, so bring the gear back up. But there's the field. That was the intended field of landing. I mean, it's a sweet little airport. We're going to have to fly back in there. That's a sweet little airport. checking my spam voicemail. Sorry. So we flew over. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. This is where this is where we did our exploratory pass. Sam, you missed it, man. You missed it. We actually diverted, Sam. We actually had our first ever diversion, I think, for weather purposes. Look at, this is our exploratory pass, guys. Look at it, we're down 300 feet. We didn't see any of this. There's my pitch up when I heard that alarm. This is what it looks like now. How beautiful is this? Oh my gosh, look how low we didn't see anything. We were still descending. Still descending. This is crazy. There's 100 feet. Yeah, a good thing I didn't try to turn left. If I tried to turn left and circle back to the airport, we would have been cooked. 30 feet. 30 feet, and then we punched out. We're like, we're going around. We're going around. That was reserve go around right there. I mean, what a beautiful airport that would have been to fly into. That was our exploratory mode. Unreal. Before you know it, you'll be eating brown cheese on a Norwegian waffle with raspberry jam and sour cream in those hiking mountains in your Dale sweater and Bergen's hiking pants. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, real camera. I mean, we tried. We tried. Airport was, I don't even remember, dude, to be honest with you. I don't remember the identifier. It's beautiful as long as you can see it 100%. All right, then we climbed out, went to our alternate. So let me load the Bodo. So then we fast forward. ENRA, that's what it was, ENRA. And then we did this landing. So this is our real landing here, coming into Bodo. Gears coming down, allegedly, soon. Still a really pretty approach. We could go back. We could, fuel up and go back in real time in the pitch black. Should we do that? There's no approach there, man. It's just that circle. Should we try one more? Continuation, reset. And try to go back there. Alright, I only have a 5-minute break to eat my cookie. Instead of doing a second stream, we'll do that. Make up for the lost Lauderdale LA stream. True, Alexander, true. Let's see this 80 foot per minute landing here. Instead of, well, I mean, I don't think we have time to do a full second stream. I don't even know what we're going to do next. Hold it off, hold it off. Beautiful. Watch that tail. Man, you really don't flare the ATR much. And she's down. Well, we can't change the time, Vodka. That would be immersion ruining. So I got an idea. Let's go all the way forward. We'll stop the replay. Let me, what time is it? Hold on. What time is it sim time? 13:30 local. Because I have a bad feeling that if we try to just do a turn, should we try to do a turn? Prop brake on. Oh no, hold on, we can't do that yet. Off, back there. Let me see if I can't put you into a feather. Hydraulic aux pump, get it primed up. Eddie, thanks for the €2. Appreciate you, man. Check out ENSD 900-meter strip, steep offset approach. That sounds spicy. Does anybody fly in there? Yeah, I think it's going to be bugged. It's not even letting me feather number 2. So what we'll do is I'm going to reboot the airplane. They fly the Dash 8 there, Eddie. Really? Well, I'll have to take a look into that for sure, man. I will take a look into that. All right. We can't leave it. We gotta get back to ENRA, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset the sim or reset the airplane at the very least. We'll do a quick little break. We'll go ahead and cut them off. We'll spool them down. We'll ghost ride it into the parking spot. We'll refuel. We'll max out ammo and grenades and head back. ENRA. So we're set down. I'm gonna reboot because it's kind of bugged out already here in turn mode. Yeah, I'm gonna reboot it, Vodka, because it wasn't even letting me feather it. So I think the replay mode kind of gets a little bit funky, which I totally understand. So I'll reboot it. I'll reboot it on external power, and then we'll go from there. I'll do a quick refuel. Give me about a 5-minute window here. And we will be back. So let me go ahead and reset this. Let me stop this. Let me rewind this to say fueling for alternate. Alright, we'll do a little bit of a reset situation. Go back to that original playlist. It was kind of good. All right. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to reboot the sim. And we'll continue on to ENRA. All right? So stand by. Oh, yeah. Go say hello to Zippy on Cali Crew. Let me get the link. Is he flying right now?
How many meters kind of thing, and I knew it was longer, but I was like, I'm gonna plan for it's like 5,500 meters, and it was a flaps 25 takeoff.
Oh, he's in the back? All right. Either way, go say hi to Cali Crew. We're gonna refuel for leg 2. All right, I'll be right back. All right. We are ready to go. Flight plan is filed. We just got the cargo door open, passenger door open, same amount of passengers, 53 peeps. We're in here. We're setting on ground power. And we should probably turn the battery on. What's going on here? Why aren't my screens booting up? Don't do me like that. Let's go ahead and get everything fired up here real quick. Get the dome light on. Let's get some MIP lighting. Let's get some overhead lighting. We got to get things going here. Get these on, ready for start. Nav lights on, logo lights on. Seat belts, no electric. That's armed. What happened to my ground power, Chiefs? Ground power, there it is. Ground power is connected. Now we should be cooking with gas. Allegedly. Ground power on. Alright. Here we go. Curse timer never changed. You like that, AA run? Do it just for you. Let's get the ATIS real quick while this is continuing to boot up.
Departing runway 07. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Bodo Airport information Yankee. 133-1 Zulu. Wind 185 at tree. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 1000. Scattered at 1500. Ceiling 1900 broken. Temperature 06. Dew point 05. QNH 1014. Landing and departing runway 07. Transition level 070. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee.
Alright, information to Yankee. Alright, tower's up. I've refueled, loaded an aircraft, so we got 4,300. That's 1,000 more than what we need per our flight plan. Flight plan has been imported. Let's go ahead and get our clearance right now from tower. Bordeaux Tower, Scandinavian 357 clearance to Echo November Romeo Alpha, please.
Bordeaux Tower, Wider 064 uniform, ILS Zulu runway 07.
What?
Wider 064 uniform, Bordeaux Tower, wind 185 at
Did I just get stepped on?
runway 07 clear to land.
I just got stepped on from beyond ATC. Unreal. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up some of this.
Scandinavian 357, Bordeaux Tower, expect runway 07. Dismute Alpha departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Squawk
Put on auto respawn, initial climb 6,000. We're kind of racing the sunlight here.
Squawk 0516, Scandinavian 357.
We're racing the sunlight, so 6,000 feet is set.
357, read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
What's our squawk?
Wilco, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, 0516 in the squawk code. 0516. And let's go ahead and turn you on. Standby 1 is on. That looks good. Altitude reporting 357. That's us. Enbo departure. We expect runway 07 on the SID of Disma 3 Alpha. That looks good. Disma 3 Alpha SID. That looks wonderful. We need to go back to the menu. FMS and NIT is done. We need to do weights. That checks. Fuel flow looks zeros. That looks good. 1.5 TO trim. Let's go to perf here real quick. Where you at? Where you at, perf? Hidden perf. Hidden perf. Oh my gosh. There it is. Takeoff data. Confirmed TO 1.3. Remember, we're going to stuff it by about 0.3. .0 on the trim, that works for me. We're going to clear out all of these faults. We're going to go back to normal procedures, and we're going to skip all the way down to the before taxi checklist because we're going to do everything else on our own. My goodness, the spam calls are out of control today, guys. Out of control. All right, that is all good. Flight plan is set. Takeoff speed's confirmed. We're TO there. That looks good. 200 feet landing elevation. A beautiful overhead light. We're going to dim you down a little bit like so. Let's get the beacon on because we can just make a turn out of here, can't we? Let's get all this turned on. Yeah, we can turn straight out. So beacon light is coming on. Let's go to aircraft. close up the doors. Why are you yelling at me over here? Static heating failure. Oh, I guess you're supposed to do that after start, huh? Fine. We'll turn you off. Still leaves the faults there. That's fine. We'll get you all here in a minute. Beacon's on. We're turning. Let's turn A. Start A, turning 2. Here we go. Crank it. I do. It doesn't matter what I have, Josh. It just continues. We're going to go straight into auto run. It's the Beyond ATC lady trying to get a hold of me. That's awesome. Let's do this one from that view there. Just cranking A, number 2. Here we go. That actually sounded pretty good. I wish I didn't have that 3 Bravo Tango on there. It's in my aircraft settings from when we... I wish it defaults all the time to every airplane. Alright, we got 2 good starts. Let's come back over here. We're going to disconnect. Boom, 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 boom. That's coming on. We're going to warm it up in here because it's a code. That's good. Seatbelts, no smoking. Everything is on. Emergency exit lights are armed. Okay, that looks good. Looks like it was in the off position. TRU is coming on. But it's not saying it's on. That's kind of sus. TRU is on. Start off. Disconnect from ground power. What's going on with my electrical? What's going on with my electrical, chat? I don't have time for Hans Hartman bugs today. Alright, TRU's on now. Why isn't my overhead light turning on? Am I going crazy? Okay, overhead looks clean now. Everything looks good. Flaps 15. Flight controls. Free and correct. Oh, there's an ATR behind us? Oh, that is so cool. You know what it is? I think it might be my thrust lever slightly dropping into the beta range, disconnecting everything. Alright, heading hold, nav go around, let's get out of here.
Scandinavian 357, taxi for departure.
Scandinavian 357, runway 07, taxi via whiskey.
Runway 07, taxi via whiskey, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, via whiskey. Golly. That's super annoying. Alright, 07 via whiskey. Around we go. Busy day here in Bodo. Alright, brakes work. We're going to come out here and make a right. Nice King Air. Ooh, Norse is on final.
North Alpha, Bodo Tower, wind 185 at 3, runway 07 clear to land.
Runway 07 clear to land, North Alpha.
Alright, I know where we're going from here. Let's put you back into ND mode. Format you the way I want. That all looks good. Runway heading is going to be 070. Ish. Put it on the LNAV path. Alright, that looks good. Brakes are checked. Taxi checklist. Brakes check. FGCP takeoff config performed. Before takeoff checklist is completed. Down we go. What did SimBrief plan us the time en route for this? 27 minutes. 27 minutes. If we can make it. We're not turning around. We are getting in, chat. We are getting in right now. Three-hour ATR stream. Good grief. Looks beautiful out there, though. Berry mode activated, indeed. Yeah, we are not coming back empty-handed, or unsuccessful rather. We are not going to be unsuccessful on this one.
Scandinavian 357, holding short, runway 07.
Scandinavian 357, hold short of 07.
Roger, hold short of 07 for traffic, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, we'll hold short. Apparently there's somebody out there. Let's see, why is my, my cockpit lights aren't working, man. That works. Oh, there he is. I see him out there. Must be dealing with some of my relatives because none of them can read. It sounds about right. Reading is optional. Oh, look at that. What is that, a King Air? What's he doing in here? King Air 350. I fault on the overhead AC. No, it looks good to me.
357, runway 07, line up and wait.
Line up and
Runway
wait.
07, line up and wait. Scandinavian 357.
See any faults up here?
Scandinavian 357, Moza Tower, wind 185 and 3. Runway 07, cleared for takeoff. Traffic 1 mile final.
Oh, jeez. No delay. Since when do they do that? Here we go.
07, cleared for takeoff, no delay. Scandinavian 357.
Notch, notch. Here we go.
Ground 34 via Bravo, North Alpha.
You want rotate real easy, real easy. Positive way. Here. Continuation of SAS 357. Alright, gears up, yaw dampers on, IS. 1,000 feet. We'll go MCT, climb. In the turn. F speed, flaps up.
357. Departure, Scandinavian 357, 2,100 feet.
Scandinavian 357, auto departure identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, flight level 100, set. Gosh. Wow. So, we've had about 3 hours of daylight on this stream, and now it's setting. Crazy. That is beautiful. Get back on our course here. Blackbird Controls is back in the house. Happy Friday, Mr. Blackbird. What's going on, my man? Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope you're getting ready to have a nice weekend. Thank you for dropping the 10 gifted sub bomb. Hey, Blackbird Controls, ATR throttle set when? Make sure you check out Blackbird Controls for all your Honeycomb Bravo and tillering needs. Always a pleasure to see you stop by the channel, man. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Yeah, we're losing light. It's pretty much a straight shot after this turn, though, so we're good. I'm pretty much going to go direct to the field on my own. There's no ATC services at the this airport anyway. Let's go DTO Ravok. Tell you what, ATR flies pretty freaking nice in 2024. It's very smooth, very docile. Pretty much exactly how I would imagine it to feel. Alright, autopilot engage. After takeoff checklist is complete.
Scandinavian 357, contact Polaris Control 118.55.
Center 118.55, Scandinavian 357. control, Scandinavian 357. Good day out of flight level 074 for flight level 100.
Go home leg is MCT the whole way.
Scandinavian 357, Polaris control, radar contact, climb to
Oh.
flight level 110.
It's my best friend. My best friend back on the radio.
110, Scandinavian 357.
Alright, 110 is set. Top of climb is basically at TOD, which is... Oh no, there it is. There it is. It just moved to TOD back a little bit. I mean, look at that.
Nordic 1 Papa Alpha, contact Bodo approach 124.0. Contact Bodo approach 124.0, Nordic 1 Papa Alpha.
Blackbird controls is stuck in meetings all day and babysitting, eat mailboxes. V1 on screen 4. Jeez. JT, you're heading out, man. Thank you for all the love and support. See y'all in the next stream. JT, we'll see you, my man. We'll see ya. I gotta get with you. Take some notes about Airbus throttles first. Entirely my fault for missing the chance so far. Yeah, the chance is gone now. It came. It's gone. It's not coming back.
Polaris control, expect radar vectors, RNAV Alpha.
Oh yeah, we'll expect radar vectors, RNAV Alpha. I know what you did to me last time. Okay, sure.
Expect radar vectors, RNAV Alpha, Scandinavian 357.
So, what we're not going to go out here to Dismo. We're not doing Dismo.
357, radar vectors, RNAV Alpha. Report ready for descent.
Yeah, we'll report ready for descent. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to go Enra. We're coming from a better angle this time. No, let's see here. Where's the procedures?
Scandinavian 357, radar vectors, RNAV Alpha. Report ready for descent.
Ah, I forgot to acknowledge it. Okay.
Radar vectors, RNAV Alpha, call when ready, Scandinavian 357.
Won't even let me select a destination. Why can't I select an approach? I don't want departures. Well, that's weird. Oh, maybe it's a different Enra. It's a different, there's two Enras. Alright, we'll do that. There we go. And then from Dismo, we're gonna go Dismo to Odonos is what we're gonna do again. That's the plan. Alright, you're now free to move about the cabin and take videos. Ooh. Ooh la la. It's a very no news is good news operation here. Well, that is good. Abdilo, what's up, man? Just got home ready for SJU next year? Oh, yeah. Bring it on, Abdilo. Hope controlling went well. Yeah, there was two Enras in the flight plan. I guess you have to do the destination Enra, not the LNAV Enra.
Scandinavian 4418, Polaris control identified.
I'm gonna get, as soon as we make the turn here, I'm gonna make my own flight plan. We're gonna go direct to cut the corner here. We gotta save time. I mean, this is a great part of the world to fly if you don't want to fly in midday, because midday was almost, it's basically just a perpetual sunrise sunset. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's beautiful flying, Vodka. It is beautiful flying. Alright, we are going to go... I don't really want to go all the way out to Odnos. What's 501 again? R&P Alpha, which I don't think we're even flying this thing. 502 is the end. 501. Tell you what, let's go direct to odd nose. There you go. Direct to odd nose. 10 minutes. Get rid of that chart. F-28 would be really good here, man. Super short hops. Is there what variant did SAS have? We got SAS liveries for the F-28? Surely we do. I mean, that could be fun. Just quick up and down over the valleys. Man, you talk about a workload. That'd be. But the sounds would be awesome. We got to do F-28 into Tromso with a go around. F-28 still has the best go around sounds available in the sim. Oh, Brathens. Is that how you say it? Brathens? Ooh, the 1000. Hopefully I can maintain commercial free for the rest of the video. Rough landings. YouTube's done some weird things, man. So like, they're like anti-ad blocker big time now. So if you run an ad blocker, you don't even count as a view anymore for YouTube, for the content creators. Brothens Airlines. It kind of looks like the haze is coming back. I'm not doing the haze thing, chat. We're not doing the haze thing. Yeah, YouTube is cracking down on that flight sim guy for real. For a period of time there, they were not even counting premium viewers. You wouldn't get ad revenue for a premium. Like if you had YouTube Premium and you watched a video, it wouldn't count towards ad revenue. One question about the bus. The spoiler lever up to arm, push down to allow it to go back for manual control. Yeah, so you have to pull up to arm it, push down to disarm, but you also have to push down to get it into the axes. So if I show you here, nope, I might be able to show you. Yeah, so right here. So I can't move it. You have to push it down to get into the axes. And then there's one soft detent at the halfway point that you don't have to do anything. It'll slide through it. But then when you bring it forward, it springs back up into neutral and then pull up to arm. That's how it operates. Real world. All right, TOD, we are ready for descent.
Scandinavian 357, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Scandinavian 357, Roswell landing runway 31.
3-1. All right, well,
Landing runway 31.
I guess we'll circle.
357.
We have no other choice.
Scandinavian 357, QNH 1014, expect radar vectors for RNAV Alpha.
QNH 101 for expect radar vectors for RNAV Alpha. Scandinavian 357.
All right, I'm going to try to VNAV it down. Well, no, it just went into LNAV.
Scandinavian 357, descend to flight level 100.
VNAV path, down we go. See, it's a little bit too choppy with the VNAV. I like vertical speed better. Oh, this is good. We can see here. Power's coming back. All right, let's see. We did all these. Oh, no, hold on. Go down. Descent checklist. FWS. FMS now. DH MDA is set. What did we say the MDA was? You guys remember? It was 12.
Scandinavian 357, turn right, heading 210, vectors for the approach.
Now, that's actually a good vector. I might
Turn
take
right,
that.
heading 210, Scandinavian 357.
That's actually a good vector. Let's do that. Heading select.
Scandinavian
MDA
357, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1014, Scandinavian 357.
Don Pellegrino, what's going on, buddy? The $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the support, Don. Cheers, Captain. Next week off. Ooh, Woodford Reserve in hand. Big Mac in stomach. My goodness. I'll go for one of those about right now. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Don Pellegrino. Very kind of you. Enjoy the time off. Enjoy your weekend, my friend. Thank you for the support here on the channel. And dropping the 10 gifted memberships. Really, really appreciate the support, Dom. Again, very, very kind. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for the support, man. Scandinavian 357. What are the winds at the destination? I don't know how to say the destination. I kind of want to shoot the approach vodka just because it's kind of a cool circle. Oh, 185 at 3. So I want to circle for 3 the proper way because it looks like it's a pretty cool circle. Lights are all coming on. Boom, boom. Seatbelts. We're going to keep the no devices. Actually, I'm going to turn no devices on. I don't want anybody recording any low passes here. I'm going to vector myself just a little bit to the left. And we're going to start slowing down. Coming back to TO. Out or above 5. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, I think we're going to see it, chat. We are going to see it on this one. Gosh, look at them. Look at that ortho mountain combo situation.
Turn right, heading 220, Scandinavian 357.
This might take the cake for some of the most beautiful flying we've done in the city. This is pushing pushing into the top 3 for sure. Vertical speed down. Here at a 90-degree angle, and then we'll cut the corner a little bit. Please fly more in Phoenix. You guys hate Phoenix, huh? I love Phoenix. Alright, we're gonna go DTO 501, that's the FAF. It's okay. We don't need to worry about you. We're doing our own thing.
Right, heading 230,
We're going to turn left direct to the FAF down to 3,100. We can see the terrain.
Scandinavian 357, turn right, heading 230.
Turn right, heading 230, Scandinavian 357.
Scalber, yeah, I didn't see any of it on our first pass that we did on our previous leg. Autopilot's really slow to react to that heading bug. I wonder if that's true to the real thing. See how I just like I can't even capture a heading bug? It's just like, get ready to just hand fly it. Stop doing that. Flight director's off. We're going to suspend the ND stuff. It's an ATR, slow at everything. Speaking of slow, let's get a little juice. All right, up the valley. Circling for 1-3. 3,100 here at the final. This is much better, though. We can see all the terrain below us. Much, much better. 1,000 to go. I love the accents out here.
Scandinavian 4113, Polaris Control, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 360.
Nah, we don't need terrain on this one. It really lags the sim. We ran it on the last one, but we don't need it for this one. We can actually see. Big lag every time we activate it. All right, we're visual, so we're going to continue descending down to our minimums. We'll keep the missed approach altitude set 3,100. All right, follow the river. We're going to follow the river. Recording is on. Alright, power's coming back. We're going to slow down. No, the approach blade has a circle left, and I guess it'd be south of the field or west of the field. Flaps 15. I probably should have checked that.
Turn left, heading 275.
Unable.
Turn left, heading 275, Scandinavian 357.
It does look cold, doesn't it? Like it's really nailed that. Alright, we're following the river and it's going to fork out here. I see the fork. It's starting to fork off to the left. So the airport is going to be right over here. Here's coming down. Flaps coming full. Slow all the way down for our category B, I guess. Circle.
Approaching minimum.
Continue. Beginning our circle. Frames appear to be tanking heavily there.
Artavia Lima Alpha 07, turn right, heading 015, climb to flight level 260. Turn right, heading 015, climb to flight level 260. Artavia Lima Alpha 07.
Hey, I see a runway. There's no way we would have seen that, guys. There's no way we would have seen that on our first flight. Alright, so we're going to come around this way. We're going to set up basically for a right traffic. Back to 1-3. Got out over the lake. Probably could have stayed at flaps approach and gear up on this. Wow, what an approach this is. My goodness. Alright, let's spin it around. Wow. Alright, gears down, flaps full, TO is set on power management, short runway. We might actually go to reverse on this one. Ooh. Wow, there's a cliff right here.
200.
This is a sweet airport.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Plenty of runway. My goodness. That would have been really cool if we didn't have a little bit of that. If we had better frames. It wasn't terrible, but it's almost like I think it's my. I feel like as soon as I started recording, man, it locked up. We stopped the recording, see if it recovers. Yeah, we got to bring the Duke here, man. No, we did not get the 5. All right, we've accomplished our mission before dark. That's we're gonna have to come in here again. This is. Does Finnair fly here by chance? Can we take Finnair out of here? A Tour de Nordic, exactly. Tour de Nordic. Maybe Billy, we'll see. What is those near the, what is that? Those taxiway signs look a little suspect. Those are very large taxiway signs. Ah, there's one spot it looks like for a ATR. Or a Dash 8. Burp. All right, brakes set. All right, I don't want to shut them down because if we shut them down, we won't be able to get it restarted for the replay. But all right, we have finally accomplished our mission. That landing rate was probably firmer. Yeah, 200 foot per minute on that landing rate. Man, it's really cool on the vertical stream though. You can see our circle. Pretty good. I guess it could have got a little further straight and then made the turn. But as far as the 180 back to the runway, bang on, no overshoot. Looked really good there on that. I'll hide that. 200 landing foot per minute. Replay is up. Let's go to the replay. Brakes off, we'll get the flaps down. Take a look at this. Buzz, I thought it was pretty fun too, man. I can't believe we actually had to divert to our alternate. Unreal. Unreal. This is so cool. I bet the fishing has got to be good right here, man. Right off this steep bank like that, little creek channel swing. I think we were a little flat. Oh no, that wasn't bad. We had one-wheeled it. One-wheeled it. I know what I want to do though. I want to go back to right here. And I want to do a flyby. Right on the fence line. Yes, yes. Let's see what this looks like here. That is pretty cool. I'll track it to the runway here. One-wheeler. All right. XP72 imposter spotted, indeed. A little bit of a crosswind there. Hey, ATR, a little ATR was fun to hop around. It's every time I fly it, I feel like I get frustrated with the fact that it's not better because it's so close to being really good. It's very close to being really good, but it's just not. You know? But it's a lot of fun to fly. I will hand it that. Oh, look, you can even see the replay, like the. Oh, now that's pretty cool. We're gonna leave it here. I'll let you watch this whole one all the way in. I'm gonna sign off here. Got some more things to take care of. It's 2:30. So we're going to end it with this one. I don't know if we'll be streaming this weekend. There may or may not be a bonus stream this weekend. We shall see. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been a fun little day here. AJ, thanks for $3 super chat. No moose or reindeer on the way. No moose or reindeer on this one, man. No moose or reindeer on this flight. I'm surprised. But maybe we'll have to do some hunting in the 2024 here. Walk around. Maybe we'll walk down to the river, go fishing. Thank you all for the suggestions, for the airport suggestions. That was really cool. I never would have picked those two airports or even that third airport there for the diversion. So, user suggested, and that was really cool. So, until the next one, enjoy the replay, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. Enjoy your weekend. See you.